The sentence of death should be imposed upon the defendant, Anthony Sowell.
The jury says Anthony Sowell should get the ultimate punishment for killing 11 women in his home. The judge will now decide the final sentence.
He will do so on Friday. Our team of reporters has been in the courtroom. First News Channel 5's Tracy Carlos joins us. Tracy, what's the reaction from attorneys?
Well, Lee, I would have to say that it is a sense of relief that this case is finally nearly over. You know, it started back in June, and today the jury spoke once again.
Has the jury in fact reached a verdict?
Yes. After 7 hours of deliberation, the jury made up of 7 women and 5 men made their verdict known.
We therefore unanimously find that the sentence of death should be imposed upon the defendant, Anthony Sowell.
51-year-old Anthony Sowell will die for his crimes. The same jury that convicted Sowell of murdering 11 women whose bodies were found in and around his Imperial Avenue home determined the death penalty is the punishment that fits his crimes. Assistant Prosecutor Rick Bombeck.
In the history of this town, with the exception of the Torso murders back in the 30s, where I think there were 12 people, there's nothing to compare with. Nothing to compare. I mean, it's a fact. Okay, so I mean. You know, if this guy doesn't get the death penalty, then nobody should get the death penalty. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
Thank you. We're not going to be the appeal lawyers. Okay, we accept the decision of the jury, and that's the end of our, well, Friday will be the end of our involvement with the case.
And Friday, Sowell is expected to be officially sentenced at 9 o'clock in Judge Ambrose's courtroom. And as a side note here, you know, it is not easy to get a death penalty verdict in Cuyahoga County. The last time that a jury convicted somebody and gave them a death penalty sentence was back in 2007. Reporting live at the Justice Center, Tracy Carlos, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Tracy. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska was also in the courtroom this afternoon. Paul, many of the victims' families were there today in what certainly was an emotional day for them.
Oh, it sure was, Leon. It's been a long road for these families. The first victim to be identified in 2009 was 52-year-old Tonia Carmichael, who was found strangled with an electrical cord around her neck. Tonia's daughter, DONNITA Carmichael, walked out of the courtroom today clapping her hands over her head. Inside the courtroom, other family members cheered and applauded as Sowell was led away. Carmichael and other family members said they want to say thank you to this jury. And they did advise Sowell's so-called apology on the witness stand this week for a second.
Yes, finally. Justice, finally. We all happy. Everybody's happy. He's going to get what the hell he deserved. It's time. We happy. Thank you.
What do you think of his apology?
It was no apology. That's why I'm not going to even comment on it. It wasn't an apology. He got what he deserved. He was smiling when they brought him in here today, and that's why he's going to die for what he did.
Parker said he was sick in the mind. What do you think of that?
He's not sick in the mind. He's not sick in the mind. He's very, very sane. Like everybody else, like the rest of us, justice has been served.
What do you think of his apology?
He didn't apologize. That wasn't no apology. He wasn't God. He shouldn't have killed them kids.
What do you think of what the jury decided?
I'm glad. We can get a peace. We can get peace.
Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, you'll hear emotional comments from a person with remarkable courage and strength. You'll hear what she is saying at 6 o'clock. In the newsroom, Paul Kiska, News Channel 5.
Okay, Paul, so after the hearing, the jurors came back to the courtroom to talk publicly about their decision. Jurors shed tears, along with Vanessa Gay, who testified that Sowell tried to kill her.
I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for seeing me as a person and not just someone with a drug addiction who deserves something like that happened to them. And I just want to thank everybody. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We did see you, and we still do. You weren't an individual with a drug problem. You were a woman that was raped. You were beat. Nobody deserves that, man or woman. So I definitely saw you as an individual that had something extremely traumatic happen to you, and you didn't deserve that. You resonated with me more than anybody. If I cried for you.